Next.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next.
Order number 5, papers.
Next.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Chair, budget and appropriation.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to give notice of the following motion. The first one is that this House approves the report of the Budget and Appropriation Committee on the Kericho County Budget Review and Outlook Paper 2024. The second notice of motion, Mr. Speaker, is that this House approves the report of the Budget and Appropriation Committee on the Kericho County Debt Management Strategy Paper 2025. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Chair. Budget. Next order paper.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
We had a statement from the Honorable Anthony Ruto representing the great people of Kipkelion. You can now proceed and seek your statement.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir, for this chance that you have given me so that I can request for the following statement. Pursuant to Standing Order number 44, I wish to request for a statement regarding the reinstatement of salaries of the 2 staffs working in the county government of Kericho under the Department of Agriculture, Livestock and Cooperative Management. The 2 persons affected are Linus and Kipkoi Mosomi Cosmas. For the past 1 year and some months, the 2 staffs have lamented the remuneration of their 6 colleagues in similar circumstances were restored and they have been treated differently. That there has been no termination of employment save for stoppage of payment of salary without written reasons to the same. It turns out that the salaries for the 2 were reinstated through a court order issued on 12th February 2025 before Magistrate Employment and Labor Relations Court at Kericho in Kericho CMELRC number E008 of 2024. That despite their numerous visits and several letters by the claimants, the withholding of their claimant salaries were and have not been rescinded. The CEC and CO Agriculture, Livestock and Cooperative Management and CEC and CO Public Service Management, County Secretary, County Secretary Kericho, County Attorney, chairpersons and members of the County Public Service Board and Payroll Manager should report to the whole House on 1, on the withholding and stopping of salaries that was not in line with the provisions of Article 25, 41, 47 of the Constitution as read with Fair Administrative Actions Act. Number 2, Honorable Speaker, whether the claimants' rights under the Constitution were violated. Number 3, Honorable Speaker, why the concerned parties have not complied with the court order issued on 12 February 2025 and given on 27 February 2025, directing them to reinstate the 2 staff's salaries. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Anthony Ruto, for that very comprehensive statement concerning the reinstatement of some 2 county staffs It's unfortunate that our staffs sometimes goes through a lot, and now that this statement, cuts across most of these departments, I want to make the following communication concerning the same. That honorable members, I have the following communication on matter related to the statement of salary for 2 staffs working in the county government of Kericho in the Department of Agriculture, Livestock and Cooperative Management to convey. One, the honorable members, as the County Assembly of Kericho standing order number 42D provides that any matter that needs a response from the county executive members, the same shall appear in person and respond to the issues that is raised. Therefore, honorable members, the following need to appear before the House so as to give a detailed response pertaining what has been raised in the statement by the honorable member. So one, we need the CEC, the County Executive Committee member for Agriculture, Livestock and Cooperative Management. Number 2, honorable members, we also need the Chief Officer for Agriculture, Livestock and Cooperative Management. Number 3, the County Executive Committee member for Public Service Management. Number 4, the Chief Officer for Public Service Management. Number 5, the County Secretary. Number 6, the County Attorney. Number 7, the Chair and members of the County Public Service Board. And number 8, the payroll manager, so that they come and explain to us. Honorable members, I take this opportunity to add the office of the clerk to notify the parties in writing to appear before the House on 1st date of July 2025, and the said parties to prioritize this notification to enable the County Assembly fulfill its mandate effectively. So clerk, you make sure that those people be notified through writing to appear before the committee of the whole. It's good because we have one of the progressive standing orders that allows the county executive members to appear before the committee of the whole. So we are scheduling it on Tuesday. So clerk, you make the necessary arrangement so that they get this information before the end of business today. Next.
Order number 8, motion by the Chairman, Budget and Appropriation Committee.
Chairman, Budget and Appropriation Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to move the following motion, that this House approves the report of the Budget and Appropriation Committee on the Kericho County Budget Review and Outlook Paper 2024. Mr. Speaker, sir, Section 118 of the Public Financial Management Act 2012 requires every county government to prepare a county budget and outlook paper, CPROP, and in this line, Mr. Speaker, of the law, this CPROP reviews the actual fiscal performance of the financial year 2023-2024. Mr. Speaker, together with updated macroeconomic outlook, it provides a basis for the indicative resources allocation framework for the financial year 2025-2026. The County Budget Review and Outlook Paper, CPROP, is prepared by the County Treasury and outlines the progress made by the county government and highlights the fiscal implementation and challenges thereof, and provides a benchmark for fiscal forecasting for the next medium-term planning. Mr. Speaker, the CPROP takes a critical look at the underlying economic issues and proposes various options that should guide the process of budget formulation for the financial year 2025-2026 financial year. Mr. Speaker, CPROP ensures effective linkages between policies, planning and budgeting, and it sets out the broad objectives, policy goals and strategic priorities that will guide the county government of Kericho in preparing the budget for 2025-2026 and also in the medium term. Mr. Speaker, the CPROP also accounts for changes and reasons for economic deviations in the county fiscal strategy paper 2024. The Speaker will allow me to go to page 6 and a review of fiscal performance in financial year 2023-2024. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in comparisons, here we are touching on revenues for the financial year 2023-2024. And I will start with the national equitable share. The target for that financial year, Mr. Speaker, was 6,703,129,925. And by the end of that financial year, Mr. Speaker, we received from the equitable share 6,166,879,532 shillings. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, we didn't receive 536,250,393. So which means, Mr. Speaker, there was a deviation of 8%. Mr. Speaker, under local collections, our target or our projection that financial year was 530,071,600 shillings. But we were able to raise 359,936,512. So there was a unrealized funds of 170,135,088 shillings, which means, Mr. Speaker, that there was a deviation of 32%. Under facility improvement funds from our hospitals, our projection was 536,355,000, but what was received was 491,009,907 shillings. So 45,345,093 shillings was not realized. Mr. Speaker, there was a deviation of 0.08%. Transfer of library services were promised by the national government that they are going to give us 9,297,833 shillings. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, sir, they did not send that money to the CRF account. So which means Kericho County did not receive money for the library services. Mr. Speaker, under livestock value chain support project, we were given a target of 71,618,400 shillings. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, we also did not receive that amount as a county. Mr. Speaker, the NIDA fund, we had a target of 21,165,000. Unfortunately, we only got 9,817,500 shillings. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, we didn't realize 11,347,500 shillings, which is a deviation of 53%. Mr. Speaker, SDSP, which is Agricultural Sector Support Funds, we are also given a promise of 1,527,779 shillings. One good thing, Mr. Speaker, is that we received that amount in full of 1,527,779. So there was no deviation. Kenya Devolution Support Program, Mr. Speaker, we had a projection of 75,235,659, and we received the same amount of 75,235,660. So there was no deviations. Mr. Speaker, under Climate Smart Agriculture Project from World Bank, we were promised 90 million. Unfortunately, we did not receive in that financial year of 2023-2024 that figure. So there was a deviation of 100%. IDA, which is National Agriculture Value Chain Development Project, NAFCBD, 2023-2024, we were given a projection of 200 million, and we received 199,344,800. So there was a deviation of 6. We did not receive 655,200 shillings. FLOCA, Mr. Speaker, to support climate change, CCI, we were promised 15,096,989. Unfortunately, we did not receive that amount. PEVA grants to County Government of Kericho, we were also promised to 1,500,000. Unfortunately, we did not receive that amount. Climate change institutional support support from World Bank, we did not have anything in that line. And then FLOCA grants to support climate change, we were given a projection of 214,392,898 shillings, and we received the full amount of 214,392,898 shillings. Mr. Speaker, there was unspent balances of Kenya shilling 15,376,949, and we received all those amounts. So, Mr. Speaker, our projection for that financial year was 8,484,768,032 shillings. But what was realized in that financial year, Mr. Speaker, was 7,533,521,538 Kenya shillings. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, as a county in that financial year, we did not receive 951,246,494 shillings, which is a deviation of 11%. Mr. Speaker, under global expenditure, Mr. Speaker, as at 30th June 2024, the total expenditure was Kenya shilling 6.96 billion against a budget of Kenya shilling 8.48 billion, representing 82% absorption rate. The unrealized revenues was Kenya shilling, Mr. Speaker, 951 million. And then our own source revenue and donor stock conditional funds inclusive. The Department of Trade, Industrialization, Tourism, Wildlife and Cooperative Management recorded the highest absorption rate of 96%, while the Department of Water, Energy, Natural Resources and Environment had the lowest absorption rate of 48%, as shown in that table. Mr. Speaker, allow me to read that table. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, first sectoral department, Mr. Speaker, is Agriculture, Livestock Development and Fisheries. They had a budget of 667,037,002 shillings. And that department utilized 447,683,396. Unfortunately, the Department of Agriculture did not utilize or absorb 219,353,606 shillings, which is 67%. Mr. Speaker, Department of Education, Youth, Children, Culture and Social Services, they had a budget of 910,575,983. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, they only utilized 842,213,714. So there was a variance, or they did not absorb 68,362,269 shillings. So, Mr. Speaker, absorption rate in that department was 92%. Finance and Economic Planning, they had a budget of 499,104,790 shillings. And then they utilized 423,952,742. So the Department of Finance and Economic Planning did not utilize 75,152,048 shillings, which is 85% absorption rate. Department of Health Services, Mr. Speaker, they had a budget of 2,895,976,999 shillings. They managed to utilize 2,423,501,956. There's a variance, Mr. Speaker, of 472,475,043. So which means, Mr. Speaker, the Department of Health Services absorbed their budget by 84%. The Department of ICT, Mr. Speaker, we gave them a budget of 104,301,445, and they managed to utilize 62,595,281. So there was a variance, Mr. Speaker, of 41,706,164 shillings. So this department absorbed 60% of their budget. Land, Housing and Physical Planning, we gave them a budget of 155,704,903, and they managed to utilize 136,702,120 shillings. So there was a variance of 19 million, and the absorption rate was 88%. Office of the Governor, Mr. Speaker, they had a budget of 134,096,145 shillings. They utilized 127,269,000 6,405. So there was a variance of 6,826,737, which is 95% absorption. Public service management, they had a budget of 447,111,514. They utilized 428,697,515. So, Mr. Speaker, there was a variance of 18,413,999. This department, Mr. Speaker, absorbed 94% of their budget in that financial year. Mr. Speaker, Public Works, Roads and Transport, they had a budget of 857,872,950. So they utilized 706,635,512. Mr. Speaker, this department did not utilize 151,237,438. So which means, Mr. Speaker, this department absorbed their money by 82%. Trade, industrialization, tourism, wildlife, and cooperative management, they had a budget of 116,418,684. They utilized 112,177,205 shillings. So they did not utilize 4,241,479, which is 96% absorption rate. Water, energy, resources, water, energy, natural resources, and environment, they had a budget of 746,831,329 shillings. They utilized 359,940,189. This department, Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, they did not use a whopping 386,891,140. So they only absorbed 48% of their budget. County Public Service Board, they had a budget of 69,612,544. They used 65,516,464. So they did not use 4,096,080 shillings. So the absorption rate was 94%. Our County Assembly, Mr. Speaker, had a budget of 880,123,744. They utilized 820,150,767. So, Mr. Speaker, we did not utilize 59,972,977. So, Mr. Speaker, our Assembly absorbed 93% of their budget. So, Mr. Speaker, the grand total, Mr. Speaker, is that what we budgeted that time was 8,484,769,032, and then what was utilized was 6,957,157. Sorry, Mr. Speaker, 6,957,136,261. So, Mr. Speaker, Kericho County in the financial year 2023-2024, we did not utilize 1,527,631,771. So our absorption rate as a county, Mr. Speaker, then was 82%. Mr. Speaker, our committee observation is that all the departments had absorption rate of over 40%. The second observation, Mr. Speaker, is that the actual expenditure for the financial year, for that financial year, was Kenya shilling 6.9 billion. So there was an error there. It should be 6.9 billion. Against funds received of Kenya shilling 7.5 billion. The third observation, Mr. Speaker, is that the CPROP is a key document which is a linking policy, planning, and also budgeting. The fourth observation, Mr. Speaker, is that there was poor performance in collection of our own source revenue at 32%. The fifth observation, Mr. Speaker, is that there was an average rate of absorption in both recurrent and development expenditures. Then the sixth one, Mr. Speaker, is that the Department of Water, Natural Resources and Environment had the lowest absorption rate at 48%. Mr. Speaker, the committee recommendations is that the county departments should spend the appropriated funds as per the approved budget. And then the second one, Mr. Speaker, is that the county government supplements the national shareable revenue by maximizing on-source revenue collection, especially using revenue automation. The third recommendation, Mr. Speaker, is that the receivers of revenue, who are the COs, chief officers, should minimize leakages and stabilize revenue streams. The fourth recommendation, Mr. Speaker, is that the county departments fast-track procurement of goods and services to boost absorption of funds. And then, Mr. Speaker, the last recommendation is that the sectoral committees be involved in the rollout of programs and the implementation through effective oversight. Mr. Speaker, I wish to acknowledge that the committee wishes to thank the officers of the Speaker and the Clerk of the Assembly for the necessary support extended to it in the execution of its mandate. So now, Mr. Speaker, it's now my place and duty, pursuant to Standing Order 200, to present the report of the County Budget Review and Outlook Paper CPROP of 2024 for consideration and subsequent adoption by this Honorable House. Mr. Speaker, I will request Chairman Finance to second. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Budget. Seconder, Chairman Finance and Economic Planning.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to second the report tabled by the Chairman Budget, Honorable Albert Kipkoech. Mr. Speaker, this document was delivered to this House last year, but because of the happenings that happened last year in the month of August, Mr. Speaker, you remember we tabled a notice of motion for the impeachment of the governor. It hampered our processing of this document because this is a critical document that guides the development of our county. This is equivalent to the budget policy statement in the national government, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the members of the Budget Committee because we looked at this document and despite the fact that we delayed in passing this, at least this before the House, Mr. Speaker. I only want to, Mr. Speaker, raise a few things. One, if you look at the revenues, Mr. Speaker, except for those revenues that were not remitted in that financial year from the various entities, the donor funds, I'm only particular, Mr. Speaker, about the on-source revenue, where we had a deviation of 32%. Mr. Speaker, one of the things that we fought for last year and partly early this year was the on-source revenue because, Mr. Speaker, CRA, when they came to our county, they gave us a projected revenue of up to 2 billion shillings. Mr. Speaker, over and over, I've really been going through the report from the Controller of Budget whenever it is given. And Mr. Speaker, I'm curious to see some of the counties that initially were not collecting their revenues. They are doing extremely well, Mr. Speaker. And we've been citing a case in point even counties like Homa Bay, but the latest, Mr. Speaker, is even a county like Tana River, which in Q3 of this financial year, they had collected more than 150% of its projected revenues in 9 months. Mr. Speaker, why am I saying this? When we have this document, and this document, Mr. Speaker, is supposed to even give us the performance of the various revenue streams. Mr. Speaker, I'm sure when we will be dealing with CPROP meant for this financial year in September, it will be very important for us to compare and see how we've performed as a county. I know, Mr. Speaker, if we had 530 million, it means combined with the FIF, we would have had a whopping close to 8 billion shillings for expenditure, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to urge the members, let us still be very keen. Let us push the executive to ensure that they collect these revenues. Mr. Speaker, even as I wind, I want to urge our colleagues, based on the recommendations, Mr. Speaker, it is still important to note that the county government is not doing extremely well. In any case, we've digitized. But if you go to some markets, and the reports that we are getting is the county government of Kericho still is collecting revenues manually. I do not know whether it is by design or the same personnel are doing this deliberately. And number two, Mr. Speaker, they have not succeeded in mapping the various revenue streams. Case in point, Mr. Speaker, is if you go to the rural established businesses, most of them still do not have single business permit. And Mr. Speaker, we are depending on this to be able to roll out this. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, whenever we do a budget, it is important for the various departments to ensure that the funds we've allocated them, they budget and procure goods and services, because it will be important even as we report the absorption rates. Looking at water being the least, and the department is a very critical department, Mr. Speaker, because one, this is the department that is supposed to reduce the time our people, the people who sent us here, they take long time looking for water, but we've really put a lot of money. In fact, this is the third department with the highest allocation of money after health and maybe roads. Mr. Speaker, I want to request the various sectoral committees headed by the chairs, let us push for these departments to ensure they procure goods and services based on the budget we've given them, because it will help us to realize the absorption rate and the development in our county. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, we've given a very clear recommendations, and one of it is the county government at the moment has hired the requisite personnel in the various departments. Case in point is the Director of Revenue. We expect, Mr. Speaker, the other day they hired revenue clerks. We expect when we table CPROP for this financial year, in September this year, we expect to see some changes. And Mr. Speaker, if we might not get the difference that we expect, then it is important that we go after them, because we want to have this county moving forward. With this, Mr. Speaker, I second the report.
Thank you, the Honorable Weldon Dogon, for seconding this report. And it's also good because you are the chair in charge of Committee on Finance and Economic Planning. So the ball is on your court. Crack the whip and collect the revenue. Honorable members, I now propose the question that this House approves the report on Kericho County Budget Review and Outlook Paper 2024. Is now open for debate. The Honorable Eric B.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me opportunity this afternoon just to discuss on the report tabled by Chairman Budget and Appropriation Department, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, allow me also to thank our Chair and the team, whereby they worked around the clock to ensure that we table this CPOP before the end of this financial year, Mr. Speaker. We know we are only remaining with few days to wind up financial year 2024-2025. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a report as it has been discussed, Mr. Speaker, is a pointer, whereby it gives the county where we've not done well and where we've done well, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I think this has shown us all the departments who are very lazy, and Mr. Speaker, I want to put across 2 points. Mr. Speaker, being the pointer, we've seen from the report that there are some departments, Mr. Speaker, when we do budget, which is currently ongoing, Mr. Speaker, when we table the budget for the end financial year, Mr. Speaker, there are some departments who are very lazy, and when the budget has been appropriated, they are not going to use that fund until the rush hour. Mr. Speaker, we are currently facing that such crisis because we know we are closing the financial year.
And we've seen the contractors running up and down, Mr. Speaker, following up for the payment. Mr. Speaker, I don't see the reason why the departments are taking too long for the works to be rolled, because immediately we put down this budget, Mr. Speaker, especially for this year, we should, by August, September, Mr. Speaker, work should start rolling, and absorption should have started, Mr. Speaker, so that when we approach the closure of the financial year, we should not be facing such crisis which is happening currently, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, the department which has been adversely mentioned is the key department, which is, Mr. Speaker, water department. We've seen from the percentage of absorption rate, and honorable member will attest to this, Mr. Speaker, because there's nothing which was done this financial year, Mr. Speaker, in the departments of water. Meaning, I think there should be a query. The charges of the department should have scrutiny on them, Mr. Speaker, so that they give us the reason. Of course, this is the financial year 2023, Mr. Speaker, but even at the current budget, you've not seen anything that has been rolled. Meaning, when we are going to receive the report, the same report, Mr. Speaker, we expect to see such a department or a department of water being the list again, Mr. Speaker. I don't know what kind of state measure can be put in place for such a department, Mr. Speaker, to pull up their socks, Mr. Speaker, because our people are suffering. When we have a report like this, Mr. Speaker, meaning there is nothing done, payment was done, Mr. Speaker, around below 60%. So, Mr. Speaker, something should be done for the same department so that we can be done. Mr. Speaker, as I went up, this afternoon, Mr. Speaker, and I was thinking also, Mr. Speaker, that we should do a follow-up, Mr. Speaker, so that we will do any recommendation. I know the recommendation made in this House, Mr. Speaker, are many, but I think the budget or the finance department can follow up, because this recommendation has been directed towards the Department of Finance, and of course, Mr. Speaker, you have the Department of Implementation. So we should also be getting reports to this House so that we see how far the departments doing, so that we can see the various reports, Mr. Speaker. So I think I support this report, and I think all members should look into keenly so that we make progress in this House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, the Honorable Eric B. The Honorable Peter Kemoi, you've been mentioned. Your department that you oversight has been mentioned. So make your contribution.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for the opportunity you have granted to me. Let me echo the chair budget for coming up with such a very good report reflecting how far are we as the Kericho County in relation to each and every department. Mr. Speaker, sir, when I do my calculation, as much as we are insisting to the chair of finance in terms of collection of on-source revenue, there is a challenge also in various departments in terms of absorptions as per the allocation that we allocate to each and every department. Mr. Speaker, sir, we didn't realize in collection of revenue to a tune of 951,246,494. But when you come to rolling out of works, Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a variation. If we could have observed what we have collected, I think there must be a reason to also encourage the finance chair, because it is almost double what we didn't observe by 1.527 631,771. Those are works which we left out. We didn't consume this money. So as much as we are encouraging in terms of own source revenue in collection, we should also work hard to see that we are leaving aside a lot of money. And unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, sir, the department where I chair is the leading. It is the only department who didn't even got to 50%. That is the only department. And when you see there is a lot of laxity, and I want to say also, Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a challenge also in this department, because so far the chief officer that is there currently is the 5th one since the inception of this that government. So when there is a lot of changes also in the department, it brings to the downfall of the department. So I know if we have a substantive accounting officer, that is the chief officer in the department, we can realize the works, because we could be condemning this department, and yet before even the end of every financial year you have maybe 3 different chief officers. So especially in the last financial year, and I must quote this one, because when you see the Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport had an absorption of 82%. The same chief officer was the acting CEO in the Department of Water, and we are coming with 48, which means he sabotaged the Department of Water, Energy and Natural Resources. So when you compare, it gives us a very good reflection that they wanted a downfall in this department. If we have serious people in mind about this county, I hope we could be leading in the right direction. But because there's a lot of laxity and there's no willingness, I think we are heading to this direction whereby we cannot utilize the resources that we have. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Chairman. I think you've made your points and they are very valid. Let's wait for the CPM for this financial year so that we justify whether there was sabotage or not, now that you have a substantive CEO. Members, I now that there is no other person who wishes to contribute, I now put a question that this House approves the report. Oh, Chairman, just reply.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank honorable members for supporting this report, and I want to challenge sectoral chairs that now the court is in your committees. You are supposed now to know what happened to an extent whereby we didn't realize a figure of 951 million and in total a figure of 1.5 billion. Otherwise, thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I reply. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. I think those are very valid concerns. That the sectoral chairs, the success of a department depends on the committee that oversees that department, and the committee largely depend on the chair of the committee. So the chairs of various sectoral committee, as a chair of liaison, we will be discussing on how best we can get the county executive to account for every money that we allocate to them. And number 2, the chairman for finance also, you make sure that you are the one who was, giving us information on how the county is not doing well in terms of revenue collection also. So you also must also have a plan on how you are going to get these people to do their work as we agreed. I know in 2023, 2024, there was no, there was no system for collection of revenue. So let's wait and see for this financial year if that system that was developed probably 6 months ago or 1 year ago will of course give us something good. Otherwise, I now rise to put the question that this House approves. I rise to put the question that this House approves the Kericho County Budget Review and Outlook Paper 2024. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? And there is have it. Next order of business.
Order number 9, motion by the Chairman, Budget and Appropriation Committee.
Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, I'm just stepping in for the chairman for Budget and Appropriation Committee. Is stepping out on a very official duty, Mr. Speaker, and therefore you will allow me, maybe I start from 2.0, Mr. Speaker, Debt Management Strategy Paper 2025.
Where do you want to start?
2.0, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
2.0, Mr. Speaker, says since
it's okay.
This debt management strategy paper for 2025 is the 11th edition for the county government of Kericho. Legal basis for preparation of debt management strategy paper, Mr. Speaker, Section 123 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012 provides that the county treasury shall include the following in the preparation of debt management strategy paper. A, the total stock of debt as at the date of the statement. B, the sources of loans made to the county government. C, the principal risk associated with those loans. D, the assumptions underlying the debt management strategy. And E, an analysis of the sustainability of the amount of debt, both actual and potential. Mr. Speaker, scrutiny of debt portfolio. Mr. Speaker, the county government debt currently stands at Kenya shillings 1,142,355 as at 31st December of 2024. You remember, Mr. Speaker, we are in 2025. We are in June 2025, Mr. Speaker. The report totaling is at 31st December of 2024. We will get the actual one, Mr. Speaker, as we proceed. Total, I repeat, is 1,170,142,355. You can see the total, Mr. Speaker, the type of debts, the amount in Kenya shillings, and the percentage in the ratio in terms of percentage, Mr. Speaker. Statutory debts, that is 244,211,072. That makes 21%, Mr. Speaker. Loans and overdrafts, Mr. Speaker, agreed to 18,093,701, Mr. Speaker, which is 2%, Mr. Speaker. Others, payments to suppliers, Mr. Speaker, is 204,772,111, which makes 17%, Mr. Speaker. Pending bills as of 31st December 2024 is 703,065,471, which makes 60%, Mr. Speaker. When we make the total, Mr. Speaker, it comes to 1,170,142,355, which will make a total of 100%, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, 4.1, statutory debts. The statutory debts, I'm now explaining what is in the total bill. above, Mr. Speaker. The statutory debts comprise of the unremitted pension funds, that is LAP Trust and LAP Fund, Mr. Speaker. The pensions funds under Provident and Trust Fund accumulate interest exponentially, thus the need under medium term to give them priority to settle the debt. The schedule below details the liabilities and accrued interest and penalties owed by the county government of Kericho that were inherited from the defunct local authorities. Mr. Speaker, from the table I'm going to read, Mr. Speaker, you will see the item, the amount in Kenya shillings, Mr. Speaker, and the percentage ratio, Mr. Speaker, and the remarks. Mr. Speaker, one is LAP Fund, that is defunct local authorities. 42,667,290, Mr. Speaker, which makes 17.47% interest and penalty bearing in, Mr. Speaker. LAP Fund, that is county government, Mr. Speaker, is 177,400,420, which makes 72.64%. That is interest and penalty bearing, Mr. Speaker. LAP Trust, that is county pension fund, Mr. Speaker, CDF, 24,143,362, which makes a total of 9.89%. Mr. Speaker, total, Mr. Speaker, comes to 244,211,072, Mr. Speaker. 422, Mr. Speaker, loans. Mr. Speaker, sir, it should be noted that housing loans granted to former Londiani Town and Kericho Municipal Council by the National Housing Corporation have agreed interest and penalties. It should be noted that the corporation took over the collection of rent from some county houses in order to defray agreed debts owed to it, Mr. Speaker. However, the debt owing to the corporation has continued to increase despite rent collections. The government should settle this debt within the next 2 years, Mr. Speaker. The details of the loans are shown on this table, Mr. Speaker, and I believe every member has got the copy, Mr. Speaker. National Housing Corporation mortgage makes a total of 18,093,701, which is 100%. That one includes, Mr. Speaker, interest and penalty bearing. Total, Mr. Speaker, is 18,093,701. 4.3, Mr. Speaker, that is others. These are generally debts incurred by the defunct local authorities from contracts awarded to suppliers of goods and services. To prevent legal liability, the county government is expected to offset the said liabilities, Mr. Speaker. As at this table, Mr. Speaker, provisional fees, that is legal audit fees, Mr. Speaker, stands at a total of 23,549,000, which makes 11.5%, Mr. Speaker. Non-interest, but legal implications will be there, Mr. Speaker. They are not charging any interest. Supply of goods and services, Mr. Speaker, makes a total of 181,223,111, which makes 88.50, Mr. Speaker. This one doesn't have any interest, Mr. Speaker, but it might attract the legal implications, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, pending bills, Mr. Speaker. The pending bills comprising payments made to contractors and suppliers who provided services to the county government but have not been paid, Mr. Speaker. Provision for their settlement will be made in this current financial year of 2025-2026, Mr. Speaker. Recurrent pending bills, Mr. Speaker, you will see the departments and the amount in the same table, Mr. Speaker. Agriculture, livestock, fisheries and cooperative development, Mr. Speaker, as at 31st December, Mr. Speaker, they had abandoned bills of 2,776,650. Education, youth affairs, sports, culture, and social services as Mr. Speaker, abandoned bills of 4,232,284. Finance and economic planning, including strategic interventions, Mr. Speaker, had abandoned bill of 15,262,576 as at 31st December of 2024, Mr. Speaker. Health services, Mr. Speaker, had 41,139,400. Information communication e-government, Mr. Speaker, had abandoned bill of 106,736,341. Executive Office of the Governor, Mr. Speaker, had abandoned bill of 20,871,308. County County Public Service Board, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of 3,758,600. Lands Housing and Physical Planning, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of 7,383,876. Public Service Management BSM, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of 5,675,252. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of 17,555,487, Mr. Speaker, as at 31st December of 2024. Trade Innovation, Cooperative Management, Tourism and Wildlife, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of 1,353,255. Water, Environment, Energy, Forestry and Natural Resources, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of a total of 26,373,066 as at 31st December of 2024, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on development, that is regarding Mr. Speaker, on development, Mr. Speaker, the Department of Agriculture, Livestock, Fisheries and Cooperative Development, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of 8,074,300, Mr. Speaker. Education, Youth Affairs, Sports, Culture and Social Services had a pending bill of 689,006, Mr. Speaker. Finance and Economic Planning, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of 211,726,386. This includes strategic interventions and other things, Mr. Speaker. Health Services, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of 39,999,697. Information Communication E-Government, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of 18,316,697. Lands, Housing and Physical Planning, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of 4,940,135. Executive Office of the Governor, Mr. Speaker, had zero pending bill in terms of development expenditure, Mr. Speaker, because they don't do any development. Public Service Management, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of 12,199,431. Public Works, Roads and Transport, Mr. Speaker, had a pending bill of a total, Mr. Speaker, of totaling to 190,224,211. Water, Environment, Energy, Forestry and Natural Resources, Mr. Speaker, I think this could be one of the least, Mr. Speaker, as per this document. They had a total of 778,016 shillings, Mr. Speaker. The subtotal, Mr. Speaker, comes to 489,947,376. The grand total, Mr. Speaker, comes to 703,065,471. The committee noted that most of the huge amount of debts constitutes spending bills which has continued to accrue over time despite the County Assembly recommendations that such debts be settled as they occur. To supplement this, Mr. Speaker, the County Assembly constituted another committee, Mr. Speaker, which is chaired by Honorable Vincent Korir, Mr. Speaker, to look into these spending bills menace, and they will come up with a roadmap to have them settled. Mr. Speaker, committee observations, Mr. Speaker, number one, that the total debts for the county stands at Kenya shillings 1,170,142,355, out of which spending bills is Kenya shillings 703,065,471 paid for recurrent and development. The pending bills for the recurrent and development is at Kenya shillings 203,118,095 and Kenya shillings 489,947,375 respectively. The debts and liabilities inherited from the defined level authorities are not being resolved, including the National Housing Corporation for the staff housing in various departments of the county, LAP Fund, LAP Trust, and other costs. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, the committee recommendations, Mr. Speaker. After deliberations, Mr. Speaker, and scrutiny of the documents, the County Assembly Budget and Appropriation Committee, Mr. Speaker, recommends as follows, Mr. Speaker. One, the pending bills as at 31st December 2024 be ascertained at debts that have been paid by the county to be reviewed and updated so that true position of the debt is reported in the next financial year. Two, Mr. Speaker, is that the debts owed to various institutions be paid as per the timeline so that the county should not be penalized with huge interest, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, number 3, the CCF for Finance and Economic Planning in consultation with all stakeholders, including the respective sectoral committees, map out strategies to dispose of all matters relating to statutory debts inherited from the defunct local authorities and dispose of pending bills, Mr. Speaker. Number 4, Mr. Speaker, there must be a constant monitoring and review of performance and progress made on the county debts management strategy. 7.0, Mr. Speaker, acknowledgements, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee wishes to thank the office of the Speaker and the Clerk of the County Assembly for the support extended to in fulfilling its mandate, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would also like to express my gratitude to the County Assembly Budget Office and Secretariat attached to this committee for the unwavering support given to this committee. Mr. Speaker, it is therefore my pleasant undertaking, Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Budget and Appropriations Committee to table the report on the Debt Management Strategy Paper 2025 and recommend it to the House for considerations and adoptions, Mr. Speaker. I submit, Mr. Speaker. It is signed by Honorable Albert Kipkoech, Mr. Speaker, is the MCA for Sonia Tuad, Mr. Speaker, and the chairperson for Budget and Appropriation Committee, Mr. Speaker. I'm just doing on this behalf, Mr. Speaker. You know, I only have maybe today and tomorrow, Mr. Speaker, deputizing him before I hand over officially, Mr. Speaker, to Honorable Kibet Posbin of Cheblanga Tuad, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, before I invite Honorable Moses Rotich of Tendama Soviet, Mr. Speaker, to second this report, Mr. Speaker, or to second this motion, Mr. Speaker, I only request kindly the ad hoc committee on pending this, Mr. Speaker, to at least fasten what they are doing, Mr. Speaker, so that we have the accurate amount of pending bills to be declared in this new budget, Mr. Speaker, for us to know the way forward. Mr. Speaker, as per what I have read, Mr. Speaker, given that maybe the county has paid some amount, Mr. Speaker, but in equal measure, I know the kind of plunders they have done, Mr. Speaker, but I believe going into the future, Mr. Speaker, as a link between this house and the other house, Mr. Speaker, we want to work so hard to make sure that all these pending bills are settled, Mr. Speaker, for it not to affect the development of this county going into the future. Mr. Speaker, another one, Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, Mr. Speaker, before I invite my colleague, Mr. Speaker, to second. Mr. Speaker, this issue of National Housing Corporation, Mr. Speaker, we know they are taking rent from the people, Mr. Speaker, and we don't know the exact amount. Mr. Speaker, you will find somebody living in a 2-bedroom house, Mr. Speaker, just paying around 3,000 only, Mr. Speaker. If county would have taken the initiative, Mr. Speaker, to refurbish, pay this loan and refurbish those houses, Mr. Speaker, I know the cost of 2-bedroom house, Mr. Speaker, in this town goes for almost 25,000, Mr. Speaker, but they are charging 3,000, so we might pay this 18 million forever, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I therefore submit and invite Honorable Moses Rotich to second, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, the Honorable Majority Leader, of course, on behalf of the Chair. You've done a splendid job. The Honorable Moses Rotich, you are called upon to second.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to second the report on the County Debt Management Strategic Paper of 2025. Mr. Speaker, having looked at issues of debt, Mr. Speaker, it needs a high level of commitment, Mr. Speaker, so that we have a genuine progress as a county, so that, Mr. Speaker, we have a way out on operationalization of our budget, Mr. Speaker. Having looked at the regulations from the Treasury, Mr. Speaker, looking into pending bills, forming the first charge on matters of payments. Mr. Speaker, going into the future, we need to have a way out during appropriation, Mr. Speaker, so that our county is factored in on matters of progress. Mr. Speaker, I'm drawn to the attention of the issues of national housing and cooperation, Mr. Speaker, mortgage. Mr. Speaker, in any case, having a loan of up to 18 million, Mr. Speaker, that is attracting interest, Mr. Speaker. We need to have a leveling off, Mr. Speaker, so that we settle this issue once and for all and have all houses being accounted for, being verified, Mr. Speaker, being justified, and then have proper rates, so that it is one of our own source, Mr. Speaker, own source form of revenue in our county. Mr. Speaker, with those, I second. I thank you.
Thank you, the Honorable Moses Rotich. I now propose the question that this House adopts the report on the County Debt Management Strategy Paper 2025. The floor is now open for members to comment. The Honorable Chair for Finance and Economic Planning.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support this document tabled before the House by the Chair, by the majority on behalf of the Chair, Budget and Appropriation Committee. Mr. Speaker, this is the 11th document, or this is the 11th series, Mr. Speaker, since inception of this county. And this document is critical because it will seek to address the unnecessary debts that ought to have been cleared, because pending bills, Mr. Speaker, is a critical component in the development of this county. Where we have huge pending bills, definitely we might not do anything, because at the moment, as per the directive from the Controller of Budget and the Commission on Revenue Allocation, all the pending bills are now the first charge in any budgetary undertaking. Mr. Speaker, I'm only, I'm fathomed by the 18 million National Housing Corporation debt. Mr. Speaker, remember in 2023-24 financial year, we allocated 10 million. We had an opportunity of speaking to the Department of Lands, led by the CEC and the Director of Fiscal Planning, one Sylvia Nziani, and there was also Mutua, who is the Director, or Acting Director in charge of National Housing. Mr. Speaker, they do not even know when we budgeted the 10 million, because we thought we were going to face this loan in two phases. They never paid, and they are now blaming the Department of Finance for misallocating the amount. Mr. Speaker, I think it is critical that even as we sit to do the budget for this financial year, some of these old debts that can be verified ought to be paid, because it is some of these debts attract penalties and interests, and it is something that is not good. Also shockingly, Mr. Speaker, I'm the Vice Chair in charge of that other committee looking into the pending bills. National Housing Corporation has taken over some, and actually all the houses in this county. And you know the shocking thing, Mr. Speaker, the Department of Lands allocated money for the renovation of those houses. Now we are renovating houses, and rent is collected by another entity from the national government. Mr. Speaker, I think this is something that we need to sit as a House and we consider. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, and as I again say before this House, said before, pending bills as of December in this county was standing at 1.1 billion. I know from the report of the Controller of Budget, it was 656 million. That is the overall pending bill. But then, remember, Mr. Speaker, again, I do not want to jump the gun to give the report. I'm not. But I'm simply saying, we saw the contractors who appeared before us The pending bills you can see here, Mr. Speaker, is what is captured. These are the pending bills that have been verified. But Mr. Speaker, this county has undocumented works. This county have works that have been done halfway in terms of documentation. If you look at the figure, and I can tell you, Mr. Speaker, by the time we do the 12th series, the pending bills in this county will be standing at close to 1.5, 1.6 billion. And this is unfortunate because it will definitely affect the development of this county. My request to the Committee on Budget and Appropriation Committee is let us insist on some of these legible pending bills. They should be disposed of because it will definitely hamper our implementation of the budget. With this, Mr. Speaker, I support the report.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Chair for Finance and Economic Planning, the Honorable Chair for Health, Honorable Eric B.
Mr. Speaker, once again, thank you for the opportunity you've given out to me to discuss the report. Mr. Speaker, this report actually is giving us the report for the financial year 2024, December 31st. Mr. Speaker, what I have seen keenly in this report is that the concern on the statutory deduction, Mr. Speaker. We are aware that any deduction made by our worker, Mr. Speaker, is directly should be paid because if you see the issue of Love Trust and Love Fund, Mr. Speaker, these are the deductions which has been deducted, and we are not seeing any reason why the departments should be able to hold their money, Mr. Speaker, or utilize elsewhere, because of course we've seen even the one which was carried forward from the de facto local authority, Mr. Speaker. I don't know how, when, and the people who have gone for retirement, Mr. Speaker, what are they taking home? Because these are the deductions, and of course, Mr. Speaker, should be given to them as they exceed their service, Mr. Speaker. So it is very shocking when we see such deaths coming up, Mr. Speaker, which has not been paid, and of course, Mr. Speaker, the interest. This is the value for money, and of course, Mr. Speaker, we are still taking our electric money by having that interest. So, Mr. Speaker, we love to let the department pay these debts. And Mr. Speaker, the second issue is the pending bills. Mr. Speaker, what I am seeing here, Mr. Speaker, is the money for the contractors and the suppliers. I don't know what is happening in this county, Mr. Speaker, because if we see and look at keenly, if somebody has his fund money, for example, Mr. Speaker, in any supplies to the county government, why are they holding their funds? And of course, Mr. Speaker, in the last financial year, that is 2024-2025, we actually appropriated fund for the pending bills, and we gave them directly from this assembly that, Mr. Speaker, they should pay as a first charge. I don't know, maybe you have to look at again the pending bills for this financial year so that we can match and see the difference, because this one came to 31st December 2024, that is last year, Mr. Speaker. So maybe we are waiting also for this financial year to check whether they are paid this fund. And of course, if they are not paid, Mr. Speaker, this is the service or injustice to our people, because somebody has used his money. And of course, you've seen the kind of pressure and also the frustration, Mr. Speaker, they are undergoing. All these contractors from this county, Mr. Speaker, they are suffering. Some even they have auctioned their properties because of the such pending bills. So, of course, what we are recommending, Mr. Speaker, is just let the county government pay contractors this fund so that we can make progress. Of course, we are waiting for the other committee to give us report tomorrow so that we can see also if these are appearings again from the pending bills, Mr. Speaker, then action should be taken for the liable department. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support this report. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Eric B. I doubt whether there is any other member who wants to make comments, although I was seeing the hand of the Honorable Vice Chair for Land, the Honorable Dora Kaino, who Did I see your answer, Honorable Dora Keno? Okay. Now that I think we've almost come to the end of these issues. One, the issues of bending bill. The issues of bending bill, if it goes unchecked, then it means there will be a financial year that the county government will never do any work so that we pay the bending bill. So I think we need to be live to the fact that the county government must be held accountable. They must make sure that bending bills becomes the first charge in every subsequent financial year. It should also be clear that, of course, each and every department must also rise to the occasion. The department issues of housing has been, raised here. Money was allocated 10 million, but we are seeing the same balance of 18 million. So we need to follow it up, and I want to request the chair for Committee on Implementation, you cease of this matter so that you follow it up. What happened? We allocated 10 million to settle the issues of housing, but we are finding out that we still have the same deaths that was there last year. Number two, also, there was shocking revelation that now the National Housing has taken over the collection of rent in those houses. But the balance, still stands at 18, million every other time that we have this report. I am privileged to have sat here for the 11, deaths management paper that has been passed in this county assembly. I am privileged to have been part and parcel of every one of them from 1 to 11. The bill was always 18 million. If you look at even the first one. So I think we need to get these people. Article 185, 1 of the Constitution gives the powers to legislate the county assembly, and the same 185.3 gives also the powers to the county assembly to do oversight. So we need to make sure that we oversight whatever amount of money that we appropriate to any department must be accounted for. Those that are going to assist us, for example, is the Committee on Land also, because of Land, Housing and Physical Planning, Committee on Finance led by the chair, and of course overall is the Implementation Committee. You may even call those CECs to come and respond to the Committee of the Whole and give us a practical way of how they are going to settle these bending bills before it gets out of our hand. It should also be noted that any work that has never been documented does not fall under bending bill. So that should be very clear, because a bending bill, you must prove through documentation. So if there is no document and work was done, then that will not make part of the bending bill. So I think the county assembly should also make sure that we oversight these people, so that every other work that is given out, there must be, you first begin with documentation, then later on works now begin. So we should be very clear. I want to call upon the mover of the motion to reply.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first, maybe before I reply, I want to comment your sentiments, Mr. Speaker. It seems you are a very good accountant, Mr. Speaker, and based on what you said, Mr. Speaker, I kindly request the same way you did, Mr. Speaker, the Committee on Implementation led by Honorable Moses Rotich, Mr. Speaker, to look into those issues, Mr. Speaker. But as I had promised earlier, Mr. Speaker, this is the report as at 31st December of 2024, Mr. Speaker. Now that there is a committee in place, Mr. Speaker, another committee in place, Mr. Speaker, they'll come up with the real pending bills as at this June 2025, Mr. Speaker, which is the end of financial year of 2024-2025, Mr. Speaker. I know, Mr. Speaker, this document will be used, Mr. Speaker, to gauge whether the pending bills that they gave us, because it is now standing at 1,170 as at that 1st December, Mr. Speaker. We expect to see maybe in the next 4 or 5 days, Mr. Speaker, we will find the actual pending bills and know how much, maybe as from 1st of January 2025 to June of 2025, Mr. Speaker, whether the pending bills will have increased, Mr. Speaker, or will have reduced, Mr. Speaker. So this document is very important. It is important that we pass this document and adopt it as a House, Mr. Speaker. So I kindly request and urge my colleagues that we adopt this one, Mr. Speaker, because it is the same county executive that forwarded to the Committee on Budget the numerical figures that you will see, Mr. Speaker. It will be used as a benchmark, Mr. Speaker, when we will be analyzing the next pending bills, Mr. Speaker, and the debts owed to the county government of Kericho, Mr. Speaker. With those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, allow me to thank my colleagues for staying up to this time, Mr. Speaker, and following keenly on these two documents, Mr. Speaker. On behalf of the Budget and Appropriation Committee, Mr. Speaker, I want to thank all of you, including our Secretariat, Mr. Speaker, the Office of the Speaker, and the Budget Office, Mr. Speaker, together with the honorable members. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Majority Leader. I now stand and put the question that this House approves the report of the Budget and Appropriation Committee on the Kericho County Debt Management Strategy Paper 2025. As many of their opinions say aye. As of that of the contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. Thank you, members. I think being no other business, this House stands adjourned until tomorrow at 9:30 a.m.